From the quiet corners of a Dutch village to the glittering skyline of Dubai, from grassroots hustle to global fashion authority, this is the story of Samuel Onuha. At just 26, he's not only reshaping what menswear means in the modern world, but inspiring a new generation of dreamers to bet on themselves.
You know what the difference is? If you every time you do something, you just push the bar a little bit further and want to achieve like special experiences, think outside of that motherfucking box. All you people often stay stuck in your comfort zone, think inside the same four boxes. No, we do things that are different because also in our life and executing, we also think in a different type of way.
Welcome to the rise of a global fashion visionary. Born on July 26, 1998, in a modest village nestled within the Netherlands, Samuel Uchenna Johan Onuha carried within him the vibrant pulse of two continents, with Nigerian and Dutch roots. His early life was a colorful blend of rich traditions, strong family ties, and economic hardship. Raised primarily by his mother, Carmen, a woman of grit and grace, Samuel's childhood wasn't easy. But what he lacked in resources, he made up for in curiosity. Where others saw barriers, he saw inspiration. Whether it was dissecting how sneakers were made or daydreaming about streetwear that could redefine masculinity, Samuel always had a builder's mindset. Traditional education never suited Samuel. The rigid structure of high school often felt like a cage for his creativity. At 18, in a move that alarmed some and inspired others, he made the bold decision to walk away from school and dive headfirst into the uncharted waters of e-commerce.
Confidence. Confidence, bro. You gotta fucking have it. Without it, you will live a terrible life, and you know it.
I started it in 2018. Honestly, it started as just a simple dropshipping store. I didn't have no plans to make it something long term. I was just desperate for a change to make money.
The road wasn't smooth. His first venture stumbled. But failure for Samuel was never the end. It was research. In 2018, after observing a massive gap in the menswear market, specifically for athletic fit trousers, Samuel saw his opening. Icon Amsterdam was born, not with fanfare, but with fire in his belly. While big brands focused on mass appeal, Samuel doubled down on quality, fit, and boldness. Icon Amsterdam wasn't just about clothes, it was about confidence. Within a few years, the brand had shipped over 100,000 pairs of trousers globally and built a cult-like following. Unlike many fashion founders who stayed behind the scenes, Samuel leaned into the spotlight. His Instagram quickly ballooned to over 600,000 followers. But it wasn't just glamour, he shared the grind. Through daily posts, raw transparency, and actionable advice, Samuel became more than a fashion mogul. He became a digital mentor for hustlers around the world. Giving back was never an afterthought. Samuel launched a 90-day mentorship program, an intensive designed to equip young entrepreneurs with the tools, mindset, and accountability to execute their vision. His approach wasn't about shortcuts, it was about shifting beliefs. For many, it was the first time someone had told them, yes, you can. Today, Samuel splits his time between Amsterdam and Dubai. While Amsterdam keeps him grounded in his roots, Dubai fuels his fire. The city's fast-paced, opportunity-rich environment has become the launchpad for his next ventures. In Dubai, Samuel isn't just selling pants. He's building an empire. Success doesn't come without shadows. In early 2025, media reports surfaced alleging Samuel's involvement in legal issues in Dubai. Speculation spread fast, but facts were slow. Samuel's response was clear: transparency, cooperation, and focus. While details remain under wraps, his supporters stand by him, pointing to a proven track record of integrity and resilience. Today, Samuel Onuha is worth an estimated $1 to $70 million, a range that reflects both the mystery and magnitude of his growing empire. But he's not chasing numbers. He's chasing legacy. Plans are underway to launch new lines, sustainable fashion, women's collections, and even digital wearables for the metaverse. He's eyeing expansion into Africa, Asia, and Latin America, not just to sell, but to collaborate with local creators and empower them.
First of all, success leads to comfort. Comfort leads to failure. I was drifting. If you have read the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, he explains that most people are drifters.
Samuel's journey offers more than inspiration. It offers a blueprint. Here are 5 lessons from his playbook. Start before you're ready. Bet on yourself when no one else will. Use failure as fuel. Build a brand, not just a business. Turn your story into your strategy. He didn't just build a brand, he became one. Samuel doesn't just sell products. He sells possibility. Through the lens of fashion, he's built something bigger, a movement, a global community of creatives, dreamers, and builders who see themselves in his story. In Lagos, his pieces are worn as statements of hustle. In Berlin, they represent defiance of corporate monotony. In Seoul, they're stitched into a streetwear subculture redefining masculinity. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling seen, feeling capable, feeling ready to conquer your world. Behind the polished social media presence and million-dollar launches is a man who still battles self-doubt. A man who knows what it's like to question everything, but refuses to stop showing up. He's not a myth, he's human. And it's that humanity, raw, imperfect, relentless, that makes his story so powerful. Of course, success attracts scrutiny. Some critics have questioned the rapid growth of Icon Amsterdam. Others have labeled his mentorship as overly commercial. And then came the Dubai legal case, a media storm of speculation and mixed narratives. But through it all, Samuel has chosen transparency over defensiveness. In a world that thrives on tearing down its heroes, he continues to lead with presence, not perfection. For Gen Z and beyond, Samuel isn't just a fashion icon. Every post he makes, every product he ships, every mentee he mentors is a ripple that reaches further than even he may realize. As a son of the diaspora, Samuel carries more than his own dream. He represents a new wave of African creators who aren't asking for seats at the table. They're building their own. He's proof that luxury can come from Lagos, that streetwear can have roots in resilience. He's exploring AR-enhanced fashion experiences, sustainable materials sourced from West Africa, and a content studio aimed at documenting the journeys of other underrepresented entrepreneurs. Icon Amsterdam may be just the beginning. His long-term goal? To create the Onuha Group, a multi-brand, global creative conglomerate dedicated to innovation, impact, and inclusion. This isn't just the story of a boy who made it big. This is the story of how one visionary turned setbacks into stepping stones and left a trail wide enough for others to follow. His name is Samuel Onuha, and the world hasn't seen the half of him yet. Dream loud, move fast, stay real.